Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you very much, Actua, for inviting us. Let me tell you that Actua was our first international agreement at Barcelona Tech City, and also one of our most relevant ones. So we are particularly proud to be here. And let me also tell you that I'm utterly humbled and happy also to be here because first, the scope of the projects that they've been presented just before me, and also because particularly, I was in Taiwan 3 months ago, and for me it was honestly a tipping point. It was absolutely amazing. It was, I strongly recommend you to go there if you want to grasp innovation, if you want to really breathe innovation and the latest trends in the tech industry. So happy to see there are some colleagues from Taiwan, and I hope to share some insights later on. So let me tell you a little bit about Barcelona Tech City. First of all, my name is Jordi Torrent. I'm an International Affairs Officer of Barcelona Tech City. Basically, it's like a kind of a foreign minister, just to brief it up. But Barcelona Tech City is a non-profit member organization that represents the tech and digital sector in Barcelona. Our main mission is to showcase Barcelona as a tech hub internationally. That's why my position has a little bit of relevancy. Barcelona is, I don't know if you know a little bit about the rankings of the top European tech hubs, but first is London, second is Berlin, third Paris, and Barcelona is in the fourth or fifth. Depends on the metrics used. But we squeeze in the top 5, along with sometimes Stockholm, Amsterdam, depends on the metrics. And probably, you will ask, well, Barcelona is not a state capital city. It's not a really financial hotspot. It's not even a city that hosts a lot of international headquarters or big corporations. But there are three important things about Barcelona. First, it's a very entrepreneurial environment. Actually, Catalonia is a very entrepreneurial community. It's a very entrepreneurial country. Secondly, Barcelona has a big attraction of international talent. And third one, and we as Barcelona Tech City, which got something to do with it, is a very united and strong community, tech and digital community. So that would be, for me, the main 3 factors of Barcelona has squeezed into this top 5 tech and digital hubs in Europe. Our main objective is promoting Barcelona tech ecosystem, contributing in adapting the legal and tax framework to startups. That is our main challenge nowadays. What else? Attracting international talent, investment, companies, placing knowledge as one of the main accelerators for these digital endeavors, and also partnering with other organizations to accelerate the city's ecosystem. A little bit of our metrics. Let me tell you that there's some awards here. We're in a kind of a momentum right now. I don't know for how long it's going to last, but it's true that we are gaining a lot of relevancy within the economical field in the city and the country itself. And we got some awards, but probably that's the less important part of the presentation. A little bit of metrics. We are 800 companies, more or less, more than 800 companies represented in the association. Around 400 activities per year, and more than 1,000 visitors to Pier 01 that I'm going to tell you later on what Pier 01 is. We have around, as I told you, more than 1,000 visits to the building itself. And, well, one of the strengths of our association is that we embrace the whole of the ecosystem. So not just the startups. The startups, obviously, they are our core members, but we also embrace venture builders, private investors of all kinds, business firms, digital services providers, business schools, and corporates, and public administration, for example, such as Actua. And so this format allows us to really give one of our main perks that we can give to our members is to connect the dots. So we can connect corporates with the startups, we can connect startups with VCs, we can connect digital services providers with corporates or with startups. So that's why we organize so many activities per year. We at Barcelona Tech City organize more than 5 activities per month, plus the other members' activities. So obviously, it's not just a virtual platform, but a physical platform to connect and to really get hold of the ecosystem in a very seamless way. We have around 600 members because it happens that one founder probably has more than one company. That's why we have more than 800 companies, but more than 600 members. And the 75% are founders of technological and digital companies. And one of the things that, I'm so sorry that the format has been a little bit, I guess, when passing through the screen is a little bit unformatted, but we have a strong 2 areas of improvement. One is the gender gap, that in the technological area is not in Barcelona Tech City, but the whole of it, there's still a big gap between women and men. We have 85% male, 50% female among our members. Another area of improvement, at least for my field, is the relationship between local and international. Local, we have around 86% of local companies. I wish it could be more international, but it's just as this. And our international community, our largest international community is the French one, followed by Italy and UK. Our most predominant business model is a B2B, 40%. And with regards to the industries, the sectors, advertising, content, and media is the largest one, followed by software and e-commerce. And more than 80% of the startups has income, so they generate revenues. So it's a pretty sustainable, ecosystem. So with regards to a strategy, it goes through 4 pillars. One is Barcelona Tech Hub consolidation, so basically fostering entrepreneurship, connecting stakeholders, also promoting Barcelona as a tech brand. Another one is gathering all the data, building up a business intelligence with regards to this field. And also, as I told you in my first slide, one of our main challenges is to improve the tax and legal framework, so do a little bit of lobbying. With regards to competitive growth, basically we focus on attracting investment, companies, and talent, also accelerating business knowledge, and also connecting corporates with the startups. The third pillar is talent, fostering talent in the universities and business schools, also attracting international talent, bridging the gap between talent between the university and the companies, and also finally connecting talent with the companies. And the fourth pillar, that is my field, is the international one, that basically what we do is promoting Barcelona internationally as a tech brand, also sorting out landings for international businesses that they want to establish in Barcelona, startups that they want to move to Barcelona, that we have a lot of startups on international level, mainly Europe, that they want to move to Barcelona, they want to settle down in Barcelona, so we provide with a kind of landing for them, and also supporting tech and entrepreneurial events, international events in Barcelona. We're talking right now, for example, with Wired in the UK to really sort out a kind of event in Barcelona with TechCrunch, NetWeb, etc., etc. So Pier 01 is our cornerstone project. I don't know if you've ever been to Pier 01, but I strongly encourage you to go there. Basically, Pier 01 is our MVP, minimum viable product. Basically, it's a building that is located in a very privileged area of Barcelona, and it has 11,000 square meters, 100 companies, 1,000 people working there, and in a nutshell, is a representation in a scale of what I've been telling you. You can find here startups, but also corporates, but also digital service providers, but also public administration. Actua has a desk there, for example. You can also find corporate, etc. And there's not many buildings such as this one in Europe. There's not many buildings. I mean, a building of this size that comprehends the whole of the ecosystem in one single building. There's only one in Germany called the Factory, another one in Paris called the Station F, another one in Amsterdam called TQ, in Rotterdam called Cambridge Innovation Center that the people from MIT may be familiar with. So there's not many, so it's pretty unique. And I strongly encourage you, if you've never been there, to go and take a look. You can contact me later on, and if you want, I can sort out a customized visit along the building. And it's very cool. We have it's a very young environment, 50% millennials. It's pretty international, 65% Spaniards, 35% international. I wish, again, it could be more international environment, but that's all right. So it's a pretty. Actually, it was chosen by Forbes, one of the 6 innovation hubs in Europe, in an article published featured last April. And just a few pictures of the menu. Let me tell you, by the way, that this building itself, it doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the Port Authority. But we kind of manage some, this is more complex, but I want you to spare the details. But we manage part of the building. So obviously, essentially, this is also a great example of collaboration, public and private. And what we're trying to replicate this model. And one of the more ambitious plans we got in the next 2 years in the pipeline is to create this sort of a campus on a campus. Okay? So basically, we are in a very advanced talks. I'm so sorry I can't unveil it here yet, but it's going to be very soon. We are in very advanced talks to really replicate the same building in another part of the city, more or less the same size. And also, in 2 years' time, as I told you, we're going to deploy ourselves in 6 buildings, but they will be much more vertical and niche, focus on these business models and technology that I'm telling you, I'm just showing you here. So obviously, it's a very ambitious plans, and we want to replicate this model of collaboration, public and private. Because what we do basically is we take over buildings, public buildings, that they are infrastructuralized. So just by taking it over, we help them to revitalize the area. Obviously, it's a totally win-win for both sides. So that's all. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you soon.